the guy was pranking and it's not real. It seemed like she was lacking professionalism and patience. Hala di kriplar tiyang. Hindi akal atit. Kabamadak tangan mo alding alata. Masitur al mga adro maasingira swadalo boys and map.
Dude, so good. Is this a reaction video or a mukbang?
I guess both.
Baby, you are strong. You are wise. You are worth beyond 1,000 reasons why. And you can be perfect, baby, 'cause nobody's perfect, darling. But no, there's nobody in the world like you.
Oh, come on. Sit. Palis! Stop. Just here. Jeez. Wait, so are you gonna be in the video or not? I feel like every time I try to record, all the noises in the neighborhood starts, coming up. Ali, and welcome back to my channel. Okay, have a little bit of situation. So apparently iPhones can't play the recording, so I'm using my sister's, and now she wants to order pizza. What timing? Okay, can I borrow it now?
Sila pulis yung mga sige. Oo, mga sige, officer. Makalutal ko lang. Ngaram lang mo masitri ka nagkakaray. Eh, at suko magsuam, makulungit ka moral mo rayday, masitri ka ngalagay. Magim lang federal police mo, kundi nga rin nga bebe, report nga rin nga police. Yan suam at sumit nga ngalagay, bati karong bati, reba masitri luwasang wangarang talmalis. O marura report ka, waka mamadagi mo dar alam, magsiya ka rin ngalagay. O, diyan harap to sa kumodor alik. Oo, bawal makasit ko man siya moral mo itong ngalagay. Kaya kasi mga sila mamotong kung alabad ang bagsak, lela ka mo tingin talmali na bangarang. Ito ka ngalagay ako lang akaluway sa sede. Mong bangarang ka mga kadaktulan. Moral mo mestre, tamla ko lang ka po mestre, katabilin pa mo tingin luwasang wangarang at talmali. O mukha lang ka man, magibang agibang mestre ka ngalagay sa wangarang. Pero kung ito ko mag-isara sa ngaram lalim, bagay tira ko sa ngaram mga tutulong ka lang. Kamamatakan sa mga tutulong ka lang. So mga parents, sa mga bigyan ma-minor, dahil mga tutulong. Ginitin na blabulis, gira malkawa bang okler, yagi mga tutulong. O mal matamal. Kapay moran mga ititira nga rin, malmesya nga malala report. Malabang matamal lang ngarala kayo. Malabang matamal lang ngarala, matamal kundi akong ngarala marbulis. Ngarala matamal kung masag mestira nga rin, mandi akala matamal na. Hala ka mamadagi biin. Malako biin, ano ko biin, estira ka nga mandi akala ngalagyan. Awal mo ko tulong tangis ba sa mesang ka? Awal mo tulong tangis. Moral mo mga titira nga lagyan, maumara dati ka nung nga lagyan. Ara, kalo na mabila sinta kanila ka masyadla, mauna mo gapas na marbulis. Kung nandun nga lagyan, malakon na siya.
Yeah, let that sink in. The Ministry of Justice, though, came out with their statement about the situation. And so I'm gonna put it right here so you guys can read it. And pretty much they are saying that calm down everybody. We're gonna investigate the situation and we're gonna be it's under control, guys. Relax. Don't panic. That's basically what they're saying.
Saliot maringal dawal meto aldi Langit ring mga saring maringal na bobo sa barangit ng laragin Kamaral makit labi kawe Kamaral mga laklay kag telepele Kamaral di malup sa nga karamong bain Dakal mo kasway galo morale
The recording is shocking because you kind of like expect police officers to, and not just police officers, but I feel like government, anybody who's in the government in general, to contain this professionalism whenever they're talking to anybody, and citizens especially. Hindi ka dilpli la bulis. Sa Rakparbella 2016, I called several offices, and that time I was taking classes, and so I called like the scholarship office, and I was calling all these offices trying to get more information, and the way they handle things, I'd have to say they have the worst customer service ever. And I was pretty shocked. I was like, these people sitting in this office, they're supposed to help people, but then whenever we call, I was pretty nice when I was calling. I was never rude. I didn't say anything that was offensive. I just called to ask some information, and the way they had, and even the way they answered it is like, hello, Ali, like the way they handle things, it was very unprofessional. And I guess maybe if you're in Palau, that is the norm, but when you step outside of Palau and you've been exposed to the real world, or I guess if you live in America, or anywhere besides Palau, you can see mula say a standard de Palau mal mal ngario. It's, these people need to learn how to be professional and how to learn more about customer service, because you're there to serve people and serve the public, and if you're a police officer, you took an oath to go there and serve the people. So you should have known that this is gonna come. Someday you're gonna be facing these kind of things, because Rogoy Lurior, there's gonna be people who are gonna be prank calling. There are some jackass people out there. There's gonna be rude people, all kind of personalities that you're gonna face, and you just have to know how to deal with those kind of things. And I'm not gonna sit here and say, oh, it's so easy, just talk nicely and all that stuff, but
it's really hard. I work in retail, I know.
Yeah, my sister complains all the freaking time. She works at retail, so she knows firsthand, how the customers can be, when you're, behind that phone, or you're behind that desk and you're trying to, provide a good customer service and people are just treating you bad. But at the same time, you being a police officer, you should have looked at the bigger picture. Like, the safety of the children should have been your priority. You should have said, okay, we're trying our very best to make sure that your kids are safe. And even if the guy said, even if it was a prank call, I feel like still you should have thought about the safety of the kids. Like, what if there's that little percentage that what if the kids are not safe? You wanna be in the video?
Yeah.
Now you wanna be in the video?
Yeah, sure.
Gosh.
Just
Wait, let me finish. And so, hello. So, even if the guy was prank calling, he kind of repeated himself mula say, tirada kalbail, and the children, they called him to tell him mula say, they're under, I don't know, they're being abused or whatever. And then what shocked me the most is the response. Yeah, response Rangal police officer, a dispatcher. Mula say, well, ang tarangal ka man sumpati arong mertir bom chakati. Tikada kalngar alam. Kalngar alam arbuli. When in fact they are the responsibility, because al suko mang namod dia ka power ang parent or naman or whoever. Number responsibility there, Bulis, and make sure she's freaking getting her pizza.
Okay, I'll be waiting at the
She's on the phone. Responsibility na Bulis, you know, and make sure mula say tasay parangal ang ngaram di omkodong. Now, I am not saying, if it is a prank, I am not saying that what this guy did was okay. I am not saying that what this guy did was okay, because if it is a prank, shame on him. He should know better. Mula say, there are so many dangerous things. There are things that are being done in the world. You shouldn't prank call police and 911, and because these people are there to take their job seriously, and you shouldn't be prank calling these people. But if it was not a prank, then I feel really bad for him, because I totally understand trying to ask help. And I mean, just imagine it, you guys. Like, imagine thinking that there is nothing that you can do, so you are seeking help. You go to the people that you think that have the power to help you and that are able to help you. You go to them, ask for help, but then you get this in return. Like, it's like they are able to help you, but they're just not willing to, or they just don't feel like helping you, or that gave so much attitude that it's not our responsibility, when in fact it is. It's just heartbreaking to me, and I feel like she could have done better. Really, like, she could have done better. She's back. Can we eat pizza? Okay, it's warm now. I don't want to touch it. Okay.
Okay, I just want to say that customer service, I feel like, is not even the right word, because they're police officers. They're obligated.
In the other box?
Cinnamon pull apart, whatever. Dessert. Anyway, I feel like police officers are obligated to serve the public, Like, yeah, maybe if he's been prank calling and they're sick of his prank calls, she could have just said, you've been calling how many times? Maybe it would be better for you to go get them yourself and then bring them here. And like, yeah, that's what she said essentially, but the way she said it, it's just, I don't know. It's like, clearly she was annoyed, but as a professional, you can't allow that to influence the way you speak to a person. Like, you don't know what he could be going through, like what's going through his mind. Maybe he's prank calling, maybe he's not. If he was not, the way you handle it, the way that you word your sentences, how you speak to this man, it's very important. And she literally said, if you love your kids, then go get them yourself and bring them down here and submit a report. That's not the way to talk to someone who could be in distress, especially as a police dispatcher. Like, that's like, I work in retail, and if I spoke to someone like that, oh Lord. But like, yeah, maybe if they work in the government, they have more freedom to speak the way they want to, but still, like, if you're working as a police dispatcher, you deal with a lot of people who are in distress, and that's not how you deal with people who are in distress. That's what I gotta say. Like, she could have handled it better. There are two sides to every story. We don't know what really went down. They're still investigating. But still, she could have handled it better. I feel like the way she worded her, the way she spoke to the man, essentially, it's not how you speak to someone who could be in distress. And even if she thought, let's say, he's not in distress because he's prank calling us or something, still, like, there's a better way to handle it. Like, oh, you've been calling how many times? Maybe you should do this, or
yeah, I feel like she could have just said, if you are prank calling,
yeah,
kind of like encourage
the way she was
the guy to stop prank calling and say, this is a very serious job, and if you really think that your kids are in a harmful situation, then let us see to it. Instead of
she could have walked him through the appropriate steps to take control of the situation. But she just spoke to him like, oh, if you love your kids, then go get them yourself, even though there's probably a TRO. Go ahead and violate that. That's totally fine. Like, that you don't speak to someone like that. So yeah, that's my 2 cents.
Wait, don't go.
I want pizza. Like, if you're we're gonna be. She changes her tone immediately. She's like, why are you calling my office?
So in a way, I'm kind of not surprised.